Now, here we go.
Fashionably late as always.
Fashion late as almost never. I'm usually very punctual. And I'm still on time this time. It was just close. Greetings, everyone. I'm Director of Arketer Labs, as per usual. But not necessarily always. And I'm live with, this time, Caleb, Orla Seraph, Froman, Grey, and Havenhand. Or, yes, everyone's accounted for. There.
Hello.
Hello.
As always, you suck.
Ow, my ears.
Yeah.
Camera switching is not happening because Brave Talk has decided that the only thing worth looking at is a cat with a cup on its head. But that's all right.
I mean, it has a point and decent taste, I suppose.
Yeah, it could be worse. Could always be worse. Greetings in chat to your boy Pat, Bernie B, the British are coming, K Shull, Octane Junkie, Ganem, and that's about it for now. Which means there are up to one more person in the audience than in the call. But they all like the show, which means it's 100% approval rating, and I'm going to just latch onto that as I brace myself for the likelihood that this too will not quite hit 13 likes before it shows out. In any case, we'll be raffling off a game once again. The game this time is Prop Night. I'll play for the trailer for that shortly, but I'm thinking I'm going to wait just a little bit longer to see if a few more people perhaps filter in. Again, greetings, yeah, bye.
Prop Night, is that the game that was made by the company that has this super ambitious plan for that the day after or something like that, the day before game?
The day before game?
So it's one of the few things that I actually pay attention to. Yeah, it's made by Fantastic. They kind of have a track record of, you know, abandoning games and whatnot. Not that Prop Night is bad. I've heard that's actually quite good.
Yeah, I've heard Prop Night's pretty good.
They, much like Star Citizen, they promised all of this stuff for a zombie survival game. I believe it was the day before. And it's just another one of those where they've shown very sparse actual gameplay footage and anything like that. So it's, well, maybe less like Star Citizen because nothing can pull in that kind of money. And more like, what's that other space one I'm trying to think of right now, but completely blanking on.
I know next to nothing about the developer, but I do know about the game, not that I own it myself. But it did look very interesting and caught my eye for a brief span of time on Steam before I remembered I don't really have the money to get such things, and I have a backlog of games I haven't really touched because I don't have much of the time either. And then I forgot about it for a while up until it wound up being raffled off, thanks to one Exodus, who generously provided it, along with every other game that has been raffled off thus far. Which all came from Humble Bundle charity packs, so it's sort of for charity, retroactively.
Good old Humble Bundle.
Good old Humble Bundle.
I used to buy so many things on Humble Bundle.
I mostly picked up editing software packs and such. I haven't done that in a long time either, for reasons previously mentioned. Well, let's start in with some of the articles that have been curated, mostly by Fremen, but we have submissions also from Orla Seraph and Caleb. None for me this time, though. I guess I got that out of my system last Saturday. Man charged with in-flight assault after attempted escape from gassy airline passenger.
So a bioterrorist.
So it would seem.
Because
Well-
sorry, you do that on a flight, you absolute bastard. How could you?
Look, possibly the airline passenger that was gassy couldn't help it. They're not the one who's being charged, though. The person they gassed away from them is under charge. Packed together like festering sardines in a flying aluminum can, every airline passenger in coach class dreams of escape. Maybe that eerily grinning mask is sitting in 2040. That's probably it.
Wait, I have a
Miami
quick
Times.
question.
Go on.
Do you guys all have like TV screens in the back of the seats in your airplanes?
I don't know about all, but most long-haul flights tend to have them.
Weird.
I've already been on a plane twice. Terrified of them.
I've had the
I've
great
never been on-
misfortune to have had to take some very, very long flights. And quite frankly, I think that having access to a wide selection of movies is really the least they can do, especially the charge, the costs involved.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah. I was just wondering because I've only heard about it in stories and seen it in movies. And I've been on a lot of airplanes in my life. Like, I live in one of the tiniest countries in the EU. And flying anywhere when you need to go to, like, another country is so much faster and easier. And in many cases cheaper as well. And I've never encountered a single airplane that had screens back of the seats in front of you.
That's all right, Haven. It just means that your country is terrible and your companies hate you.
Wow. Wow. Straight for the throat.
Yeah. I mean, the only time I went on a long trip was when I went to Thailand when I was like 8, so that was in the 90s. And there was a big television screen, and you could rent like tiny earplugs that you could plug into the armrest of your seat.
I'm glad you didn't get lost in Thailand as a child. We know what they do
Yes.
over there.
Yes.
Congratulations on your safe return. We are grateful for it. Let's see. Octane Junkie has a pressing question right now. I don't know who they're asking. WTF is a Vindaloo?
Mate, you've never had a vindaloo.
Oh my
No.
god.
It's a legendary curry.
Yeah, it's so good.
Hey, we can't all be British.
God.
And many of us would prefer not to be, even if we could. No offense.
No, it's fine. Like, honestly, if there's nuclear war, I'd kind of hope the first nuke hits London.
Really? Pulling against that nuclear war thing. We're not off this planet yet. Look, I'm not necessarily opposed to humanity doing something really stupid and wiping itself off the face of the earth. If we have some colonies on other planets that are self-sufficient and can learn the apparently still necessary lesson from it.
That'll never happen.
I'm all
Just one
for
small
nuclear
nuke on
war.
London.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't
we
have
should.
to start a war. Just
Just the
We-
old
we should-
London dirty bomb.
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
okay,
you'd be
Octane
doing
Junkie.
Britain a favour.
Yeah, your answer has been presented. It is a curry.
We definitely
It's a
need
very
to
good
nuke
curry.
on London. I agree, because then if we stand in just the right position, we'll be able to have perfectly cooked people. It's
You
great.
say that, but it'd be feast and then a long span of famine.
Well, it's not like it's going to destroy the entire country.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be sure. In any case, Vindaloo, apparently. I've heard the name before, having been a
Sorry,
fan
that
of
was
it
a
before.
long tangent.
But at the time, I just assumed it was something like a curry, and I haven't had anything of the like. Okay, well, moving on. If only we could creep into the first into business class section, we'd spare ourselves the shrieks of unruly children, the faint smell of dysentery, the bags of half-stale pretzels doled out to keep the cabin nourished just enough to prevent us from tearing each other to shreds. Beyond the unspoken barrier are those giant squishy seats and an attentive flight crew presumably offering foot massages and filet mignon as we drift off into in-flight bliss. Whether through transcendental meditation or overpriced airline cocktails, most of us cope with the economy class grotesquerie and find our way peaceably to the destination. For one man, however, the stench was just too thick.
What planes are they flying on? Jesus. They make it sound like hell. Like, I haven't been on many planes, but they were genuinely, they're all right. I didn't feel like I was, like going to. Actually, I'm not gonna make that joke, but it wasn't bad.
The author makes a great point of describing how it is being a hellish experience, and how they don't seem to know what's actually going on in business class. I smell bullshit. I bet this person has never been on a coach class and flight in their life.
Okay,
so noisome encounter was approaching midnight on January 9th when Daniel David Becken boarded American Flight 56 at Miami International Airport bound for London. Overwhelmed by a nearby passenger's farts, Becken stood up from his assigned seat in economy class about 2 hours into the roughly 8-hour flight. According to an air marshal's affidavit, he made his way to the front of the plane where he planted himself in an empty business class seat, the affidavit says. The flight attendant discovered the alleged coup and approached Becken, asking him to return to economy class. Becken reportedly offered to pay for his new cushier spot, but the flight attendant broke some unfortunate news. The opportunity to upgrade was long past, and Becken had no choice but to return to the back of the cabin, where more flatulence surely awaited him. Notably,
it sounds like he's trying to pull a cheeky one, see if he can get himself to business.
I'm going to say that that's bullshit too, because if the plane was already in flight, there's definitely air circulation. It's different than being on the ground.
well, the air circulation should be heavily filtered at least. I imagine he's not the only person who's trying to escape the human gas bag. And I kind of see Becken's point of view. And furthermore, I'd like to ask, why the high-flying fuck can't airlines see fit to fill seats that are available? After all, it costs the same for them whether a seat is empty or full, no matter where it is.
Good point. Man offered to pay extra for the upgrade as well. So, I mean, I don't see why that was so bad.
This is why these airlines should just go under. Stop getting government bailouts. They clearly don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore.
Look, we have airlines that are, at this point, aggressively forcing their pilots to become unreliable about living. So, I'm thinking clearly there's not enough competition. I think by the time you're forcing your pilots to develop a habit of unaliving mid-flight, your airline should fold.
You know, you've made a good point. Out of all of the industries where you want to have like a high level of employee satisfaction, pilot is probably one of the more important ones.
Or at least a high level of mental stability.
Or trained personnel.
High level of mental stability, but also apparently now a willingness to take on an added risk of myocarditis. In any case, moving on before YouTube beats me. The alleged fury. According to the affidavit, Becken had a less than civil response attendant whom law enforcement dubbed P.E. to protect his privacy. Becken began shouting vulgar language and spitting at P.E. The spit landed on P.E.'s face and body, the affidavit alleges. The flight attendant moved away, but Becken confronted him in the galley and punched him in the punum.
What's a punum?
That's exactly what I was wondering, because I've never heard of being punched in the punum before.
Now Google will have the answers.
Hmm.
A person's face.
Mostly,
Okay,
I do not like this
mostly
writer.
anti-Semitic.
Causing the fall forward in his head, according to the court statement. Well, Becken is... Yeah, we've lost sympathy for him. Nothing about another passenger farting excuses anything he did after that.
Yeah, come on, man. The guy might have ass problems, but that's no reason to punch a flight attendant.
Yeah, it's not even the flight attendant has the gas problems. Look, ostensibly, maybe the gassy guy did totally do it intentionally. Maybe he ate a crap ton of salad and a gallon of sugar-free soda that he can't drink without immediately floating up into a balloon and generating enough gas to hover in place if he tries. Not that I would know what that's like.
Just some advice for anybody here. If you really want to ruin a flight and really want to ruin like the entire experience for everybody, just have like a couple of bags of sugar-free gummy bears.
Is flying really an experience anymore? It seems like it's a lot more mundane.
It used to be a wondrous event, and now it's a miserable experience of being herded like cattle into flying tubes of...
Well, that's it, isn't it? It's just they pack us in like cattle, and just small bang for your buck.
With the added, I've noticed there have been some changes in recent years where not only do they herd you like cattle, but they make a point of dividing the cattle by grade of beef, to the point where there's an entire separate but completely identical waiting area for the elites of the business class and higher.
For the Wagyu.
Wait,
Yep.
That's been going on.
Nah, they're not
forever.
Wagyu. Wagyu goes.
I was going on forever, but I've seen them increasingly wall off the sections. That's weird. Disturbing.
Class
really.
war, mate.
In any case, I think we've already gotten the whole story. There's no way to continue. Besides, I don't want to hear another word like punum again. That implies something a lot. I don't like having to assume, and I don't want to look anything up. I'm barely functioning.
No, it's an anti-Semitic word for a nose.
Really, I always thought punum was Hebrew for face.
I have never heard anyone use the word punum as any sort of insult. In fact, prior to today, I'd never heard nor seen the word punum at all. Extraordinary.
I really want to do the accent, but I know YouTube would eat you straight off, and my government would be right at my door.
Yeah, that's, look, I'm willing to take the risk, but you should always prioritize your own safety from tyrannical bullshit governments that need to also be taken down and restarted. Not that I'm providing instruction here. In Minecraft, of course. In Minecraft.
I don't save you anymore. The
No?
FBI know. No, now I do it in World of Warcraft.
There we go.
No,
Better.
that's just where you end up leaking government documents on a Minecraft Discord server.
Actually, the prime place to leak government documents at the moment is War Thunder. I'll have you know.
I thought it was World of Tanks.
Well, World of Tanks has had its fair share, but War Thunder, I think, is every other month. Gage Entertainment has to bring out a statement saying, please do not leak your country's classified documents on our forums.
Extraordinary.
Bird didn't like that.
It's everybody as well. It's America, China, UK, I think Poland as well, like all sorts.
I've never played War Thunder, but I guess it just must be a fantastic authentic game that attracts military members and especially what passes for their quote-unquote intelligence. In any case, we're going to move on. Did anyone have any further thoughts about this guy who we could sympathize with up until he punched the flight attendant in the face?
Oh yeah,
Least,
like violence is never the answer. But I get it, you know, like that's gonna be a bad situation, but at the same time I kinda feel like he's lying. He was probably just looking to upgrade on the sly.
He also started to shout vulgar language and spitting on the attendant.
Spitting on the attendant's punum, of all places.
And body.
I've just read that on top of all this, after being a colossal asshole and punching an attendant, he then still obeyed and went back into the economy to sit in there. See,
What was the point?
look, yeah, if you're gonna go that much trouble, you might as well just keep your ass planted in that business class seat.
It's like, I'm gonna give myself, a criminal record and make sure I get blacklisted I'm still going to do what they say.
And still just went and sat his ass back in the economy seat. Extraordinary. I think I greeted Devil Pup. I don't think I did. Okay, greetings, Devil Pup, and greetings, Brain Shatter. Glad you all could make it. We'll move on. We've been given a perfect segue from Orla to their topic, but before we go to that particular article, let's play the trailer for Prop Night so you can all decide if you want to enter the raffle for it. I guess. There we go. Prop Night. If I can, I might go ahead and explain it a bit. What I know is it's multiplayer. I think one person plays a villain. Comparisons to Dead by Daylight may be made, if I'm not mistaken. For some reason, you're a bunch of kids who can turn into random shit while being hunted by a ghost.
I'm pretty sure it's based on the Garry's Mod minigame.
Prop Hunt.
Prop Hunt, yeah.
Oh, that was a good game mode.
Yeah.
Prop Night is I've not played it. Well, I have played it at Mate's house, but it's actually a surprisingly fun game.
Google tells me we have 8 viewers and 10 likes, means 2 people who aren't even here anymore are really enjoying the show. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, pretty short of this being a success. But right now, if absolutely anyone was inclined to enter this raffle for this game, well, until someone else does afterwards, victory is guaranteed. But I'll still roll a number anyway because I feel compelled to, and it's weirdly funny for me.
God,
So-
I love RNG.
Anyone in the chat who would like to potentially win Prop Night, please let me know now, or in the very near future. Ideally via tagging me in the chat, or if you're in the call, just say it, I guess. I'm not gonna hang on formality. I simply don't have the energy.
Long day.
Yes, it would seem so. Well, exhausting one anyway. Not necessarily a bad one, but I clearly burned more than I perhaps necessarily intended. Any case, anyone, Haven is in for the raffle for Prop Night. Now's your chance to deny Havenhand their prize in a raffle roll-off of numbers.
Because the true reward is Schadenfreude.
I suppose it really depends on how much you like Haven. But don't worry, Haven's good sport. Besides, they've won a lot of games here. The game has been provided once again by one Exodus, who's not presently watching. Thank you, Exodus. In spirit, I guess.
Can't we thank him in Minecraft?
Wait, what?
Can't we thank him in Minecraft?
Thank him in Minecraft.
Instead of in spirit.
I think Exodus has access to my server. Well, not my server, it's actually Froman's server, which no one has access to but me. It's terribly intimate and I don't know how to feel about it. You know, it's just,
Wait, hold on. You don't know how I feel about being alone on a server?
alone on a server with Froman.
It's terribly intimate.
See, look, it's entirely professional. It's a fantastic server. But, you know.
That sounds like exactly what you would say to us.
Froman, by the way, is presumably still here and just now muttering recriminations about my reckless mutterings. Look, if anyone wants access to a server, you need to take it up with him. I probably shouldn't have said anything. My bad. Look, moving on. What do we know about the leaked classified documents about the war in Ukraine? Because if you didn't know, documents were leaked. about the war in Ukraine.
Oh, were these the ones that were like bouncing around on a Discord server for weeks and they didn't realize?
I believe so.
Wasn't that the dude that got arrested when they had the fucking overhead pictures
like...
with the bear cats there and shit?
Yeah, it was. It was stupid.
Oh, Bernie B wants to get himself into the raffle.
Hi,
Bernie B, you are in the raffle. So I'll roll a number for Haven and then roll a number for you. Anyone else who wants in the raffle, please do let me know. We can support as many people as necessary. Although, if someone else actually needs the raffle, I should probably write it down. My memory is garbage right now. What we know about the leaked classified documents about the war in Ukraine, Washington AP, it's been less than a week since news of highly classified military documents in the Ukraine war surfaced, sending the Pentagon into full-speed damage control to assure allies and assess the scope of the leak. Which also isn't helping them because they're mostly just confirming that everything that was leaked is perfectly and completely valid, which lets me... Look, at this point, I think they just want to nuke everything.
Yay!
Of course they do.
You know,
I don't understand the thought process behind it. Like,
I think they would do a better job electing government officials the same way you're gonna find out how someone is gonna win this game.
The information on scores of slides has publicized potential vulnerabilities in Ukraine's air defense capabilities and exposed private assessments by allies on an array of intelligence matters, raising questions about whether the leak will erode allies' trust in sharing information with the U.S., or impact Ukraine's plans to intensify the fight against Russia this spring. And now I know that PBS.org, which, and this should come as a surprise to absolutely no one who's been paying attention, is lying to my face, you sacks of shit.
that's what they do.
Hold on. Did I hear that right? Are you actually surprised that the government is lying to you?
Oh no, I'm not surprised. I'm annoyed, very annoyed. I'm sick of... This is weak. If you pay attention to any other source of the mainstream, you quickly deduce that these people are lying. And they must know that you know they're lying, and still they lie.
Oh yeah. They know, we know, they know, we know, and they're still going to do it because they know we won't do anything.
That's
the biggest problem.
Insulting.
Well, the unfortunate, I guess unfortunate is the correct word. They could very well go and tell the truth, and nobody would believe them anyways, so they're fucked either way. Might as well lie.
For all I know, they like with all the alien and like, all the UFO stuff going on. For all, like, they could very well be telling the truth that there's like some alien armada out there, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, at this point, I would
you
believe.
like it.
The last time they made a big noise about UFOs, it was hobbyist weather balloons, making it quite ironic that. I suppose that was some sort of two-tiered op to discredit any actual UFO sightings by trying to tell us that actual weather balloons were in fact UFOs. So next tiered gaslighting there.
What if the weather balloon was just a cover-up?
What if you paint a weather balloon like a UFO?
The twist is that yes, they were weather balloons, but they're weather balloons being piloted remotely by alien hobbyists.
I mean, technically, the weather balloon was a UFO because it's an unidentified flying object.
No, we identified it. Hold on, we're talking about the Chinese fucking balloons, right?
Oh no, we're talking about the ones that they made a big noise about to distract you from the Chinese spy balloons.
So the Chinese balloons.
No, see, the Chinese balloons came first, and they wouldn't shoot those down because that might contaminate the area. That's why they need to let it complete its entire tour and go out to sea, and then they'll, shoot it before it goes back to China at some point. Now, these are the ones they said, we saw UFOs here, here, and here, and blew them up immediately. Which, if they're unknown, unlike the Chinese spy balloon, why would it be safer to blow up the unknown alien thing as opposed to the Chinese spy balloon?
So, I'm not sure how much silliness versus reality you want, but the truth behind that is, and yes, this does come from a direct source. They were tracking those balloons since well before they even made it across to Alaska,
I believe it.
and all of the lower enlisted were like, should we shoot that down? And they're like, nah, just leave it.
And so they did. To complete its entire tour. At least one complete entire tour. There was more than one. I only heard about one being shot down and ostensibly recovered. Unlike those hobbyist balloons, man, they took those things out like that. And they pat themselves on the back and let everyone know that they successfully took out the UFOs, spending lots of money on very expensive missiles to nuke balloons that you get from Radio Shack for under $50.
Plus the fuel cost.
We're saved by the government. We've gotten distracted from...
why I live in a field and I don't look up anymore. It's a happy life.
Quote-unquote, overall leaked documents present a very serious risk to national security, a top Pentagon spokesman told reporters. This look what the documents are, what is known about where they surfaced, and the potential impact. What are they? The classified documents, which have not been individually authenticated by U.S. officials who have already confirmed they are official, otherwise they've got nothing to complain about. Range from briefing slides mapping out Ukrainian military positions to assessments of international support for Ukraine and other sensitive topics, including under what circumstances Russian President Vladimir Putin might use nuclear weapons. I suppose we're a little bit closer to that now.
Nah.
There's no clear answer on how many documents were leaked. The Associated Press has viewed approximately 50 documents. And I'm sure they're lying about that too, because I have absolutely no respect for their honesty on any level. Where did they come from? No one knows for sure. Even the Pentagon chief. They were somewhere on the web. And where exactly and who had access at that point, we don't know. We simply don't know. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said at a press conference Tuesday. We'll continue to investigate and turn over every rock until we find the source of this and the extent of it. And here we go. It's possible leak may have started on a site called Discord.
Yay!
Yay!
God damn it, Discord, every fucking time.
Since PBS is primarily focused on lying to the elderly who still think that there's some merit to their service, they need to explain, of course, what Discord is. Discord is a social media platform popular with people playing online games. The Discord site hosts real-time voice, video, text chats for groups and describes itself as a place where you can belong to a school club, a gaming group, or a worldwide art community. In one of those forums, originally created to talk about a large range of topics, members would debate the war in Ukraine. According to one member of the chat, an unidentified poster shared documents that the poster claimed were classified, first typing them out with the poster's own thoughts, then, as a few months ago, uploading images of folded papers. The person who said he was a member of the forum told the Associated Press that another person, identified only as Luca, shared the documents in a different Discord chat. From there, they appeared to have been spread until they were picked up by the media. I understand, by the way, they've already arrested someone for leaking these documents, and it's just some random airman. And quite frankly, at this point, considering just how much crap has been leaked, just distract us from everything else that we should be paying attention to, I don't believe him.
Yeah, the whole like airman getting fingered for it just doesn't sit right with me. Like they were obviously looking for a fucking patsy.
That's how it feels to me. I think we're going to move on and try not to think about how we may all die in nuclear fire for no good reason whatsoever, thanks to the asshattery of incompetent officials.
Everything's a distraction. The government's trying to kill you.
Ark, scroll up again, real quick. The first question on the left side. I'm sorry, I
What?
It says, "What is gay?"
What is gay?
Why are people gay?
Why are you gay?
Who says I am gay?
You are gay.
Why does it even matter?
Oh god.
Yes,
You're
great
telling me
question.
you'd want a gay husband?
I mean,
Who's asking themselves these questions?
From healthyplace.com as curated by Fremen. Is my husband gay? Signs of a gay husband. By Natasha Tracy, who I assume has had a gay husband. Or maybe she made him that way. Look, we don't know.
I think the only thing that can make me get through this without getting super angry is to make myself believe that this person is a comedian.
Whatever helps you get through it. I mean, we all have to get through by some means or another. Signs of a gay husband. Is my man gay? The clearest way to know if your husband is gay is if he tells you.
That's article.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm gay. We don't have to get divorced. I just want to get boinked in the ass.
I just want to sleep with men. Is that so bad, honey?
Oh God.
If the husband is honest with both you and himself, read, how do I know if I am gay? Signs, you are gay. If you need an article like that, I'm pretty sure you can just roll with an assumption.
Right.
Never underestimate the generation that is current.
I mean,
I don't know. Like, who the hell's going online? It's just like, I just can't get the idea of sucking cock out of my mind. I don't understand. It's like, you go there. Oh, this article explains it all. I am gay.
Hey, now, just because you suck a little bit of cock here and there doesn't mean you're gay.
And look, even if she rails him, that doesn't necessarily mean he's gay. But if he's being railed by other dudes, definitely gay. I wonder if that's going to be on one of these signs here. Is your husband sleeping with other men? Because that's definitely should be on the signs your husband may be gay checklist.
Well,
and
again, though,
when the clearest way to know is if your husband tells you, then it seems like they're not beyond addressing the painfully obvious.
at that point, I think she would just be more pissed off that he's cheating.
That would seem so. Although, if he's gay, what were you expecting in as a ostensible female partner in the exclusive relationship? That is, when you can truly know that he is gay. Unfortunately, it is estimated that 50% of gay husbands hide their homosexuality from their wives and reach this place of honesty on their own. Estimated by who and how?
50%.
Just a bit skeptical.
Where's their sources?
Yeah, like 50% of what?
Of gay husbands. And honestly,
yeah, what's the number of those? Like,
how do they know the 50% of gay husbands who are gay but haven't told their wives?
They're probably going off the statistic like 50% of people are bi or something like that. So
Samuel Clemens, lies, damn lies, statistics.
well, statistics don't lie, but liars use statistics.
Husbands hide their homosexuality from wives who don't reach this place of honesty on their own. In many cases, it is the wife who, after suspecting that something is wrong, must confront the gay husband with the evidence, and only then can honestly be achieved.
I love how they just keep calling him the gay husband.
I'm just picturing the weirdest Phoenix Wright game ever. Yeah. Evidence number 1. Use dildos on the front porch.
Objection!
Order of the court. We have decided this husband is gay.
I will now make my ruling. You are gay.
Any case.
yeah, it's literally going to be the wife and husband doing that bit. It's like, why are you gay?
I'm pleased to report that we have successfully hit 13 likes, so this stream has been a success.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
We need to do this.
Confetti.
Wait a minute. That's the wrong thing.
Yeah, you need to push the little arrow.
I don't know how to do this stuff.
That means destruction. By the way, belated greetings. 80% of statistics are BS. At least as they're presented anyway. If there's any valid math to them, well, you'd have to be involved in the study to confirm that the proper safeguards were monitored, which they probably weren't. In any case, but if you're wondering, is my man gay? It might be helpful to know that there are signs to look for, according to Kay. Kay has developed the official gay husband checklist to help women know if their husbands are gay. Who the hell is Kay, and why should we care? They don't bother to specify here. They wrote a checklist, so we should listen to them. Why? They wrote a checklist.
I can't help but say that I read ahead a bit, and the first one is so fake because just read it. I'm so close to being angry.
I'm going through this checklist right now, and it's like, yeah, this checklist could be if your husband is gay, or it could be if he married a fuck ugly wife.
Or, quite frankly, just made a mistake in marrying this person across the board, and
shit,
it's falling apart.
Gray, you just figured it out. Yeah. That's the secret. The dude's pretending to be gay to get out of his marriage to a fuck ugly wife.
That, or the woman is just making some horrible reaches. It's like, am I the problem? No, it's him who is gay.
I think we can recontextualize this in a way that might make it more palatable for everyone involved by instead saying, here's how to convince your idiot wife that you're gay to get a divorce without having to actually sleep with men.
There is a decline of sexual activity early in your marriage that never picks up again. He tries to convince you that all relationships have a decline in sex even when you've only been together for a few years. That happens when you get out of the honeymoon phase.
That's called marriage.
It's called marriage.
See, I don't think that's necessarily true, but there are a world of reasons why that would happen that have nothing to do with a husband turning suddenly gay.
It's called being tired of being with a field mattress.
Let's see. He has turned off by normal sexual activity and accuses you of being oversexed, aggressive, or an nymphomaniac when you have normal sexual needs. There's so much context that isn't here. His sexual performance is more mechanical than passionate with a lack of satisfying foreplay, so if he's bad at sex, he must be gay. No?
Okay, this is clearly written by a woman because they don't understand how men operate.
Okay, but if they're gonna quote men being bad at sex, isn't that like
gay.
Most of them?
Welcome to the Arketer Labs Dating Podcast.
I mean, I guess it depends on your definition of bad sex. If you expect a full massage and a fucking rub down and then dinner afterwards, well,
it depends on
that's
the
on you.
Expectation, I would say, and the individuals involved. Not most of them. You say most of them, then it would apply both ways. Look, we don't need to go into that. He claims he is depressed and will blame his depression or medication for depression for his lack of sexual desire for you.
That just sounds like a legitimate,
a very legitimate, well-documented, legitimate reason.
I'm just gonna say that this sounds like Kay had a really bad marriage and she decided to take it out on her ex-husband.
I know, right? I think sounds. You know what? That
hey,
exactly
I did know
like
that.
what
Wait,
it is.
never mind.
Or maybe several ex-husbands who all got tired of her shit.
And at that point, just gave up and went wholesale, which they might have had a very good case for it. Look, that's how the Amazing Atheist went out, and no. Oh, let's see, we have some commentary, all in caps, in chat. HView says, or women could realize that men aren't born knowing how to fuck well and respond to that information. Well, yeah, strictly speaking, any success on this point revolves around communication anyway. But moving on, you find sexual enhancers such as Viagra, sildenafil citrate, or Cialis, tadalafil, hidden in his private hiding places. But you know he hasn't made any attempt to have sex with you. Maybe he's just concerned about his cardiovascular health, huh?
I mean, even then, like, let's be fair. Sometimes, some guys do have issues. And it's embarrassing to talk about. Like, that doesn't sound like he's gay. It just sounds like he's going through some problems.
Yeah. Maybe because he has a shit wife.
Yeah, maybe it's because he's depressed.
All of the bullshit she's putting him through is giving him too much fucking stress to perform.
I still can't get over the whole he claims he's depressed thing. Like, woman, if you think your man's depressed, maybe turn down the whole sex thought and maybe find out what's bothering him.
Instead of just...
Hold on. I missed the depression thing. Did they really say that if he claims he's depressed, he's gay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Signed your
and
husband
medication.
or man may be gay. He claims he is depressed and will blame his depression or medication for depression. Thus, by the way, stressing that he's genuinely depressed or his lack of sexual desire for you.
Holy shit! This article just went into full fucking cognitive dissonance. It's
Yes.
it's like half of the feminist bullshit, and then it's he has to be a manly man. He doesn't talk about his feelings, otherwise he's gay. It's like, what the fuck? Make up your damn mind.
Oh, this is so bitterly judgmental, critical, and quite frankly disgusting. Kay needs to die alone with a bunch of dissatisfied cats.
Hey, I have a lot of cats, but never mind.
Dissatisfied cats. I assure cats are well cared for and happy.
The
Okay,
next
this
one
is.
is really
I've
bad.
put myself in a bit of a hole here, so I'm just going to stop and move on with this terrible, terrible checklist. He tells you that he wants you to use sex toys on him because he needs his prostate stimulated or because he likes kinky sex. Hold on.
all kinky men are apparently also gay, according
Yes.
to this woman.
This is-
There's
this-
legit
at the same
nothing
time-
gay about that.
If he doesn't want to have sex with you, he's gay. If he wants to have sex with you and just shake things up a bit, he's gay.
Nothing
But
but
if-
missionary.
But if he's also boring, he's also gay.
Oh,
Apparently, if your husband wants to have sex with you in any other way, then all the time, in the most plain heterosexual fashion, missionary position, maybe some doggy, then he must be gay.
no.
This
You
woman
know what
sounds
she's-
like she should be holding a 9mm to his head. It's like, truth is, you were gay from the start.
So you know what she's really saying in this, right? She's saying that it has to be her way all the time, otherwise, fuck you.
He's clearly gay, and therefore, if the ritual falls apart, it was because he's gay, not because she's absolutely fucking insufferable. Oh, and this is
think I
funny.
kinda know-
This is a great one. There's another one I think is really just. He erases the computer history on a regular basis.
Oh no. The audacity.
He's clearly hiding his gayness.
Jesus Christ, woman, forgive me for
If
having fucking.
I was
upset.
married, if I was married to this woman, I would delete all my internet history too.
Yeah. Tell you what, if I was married to this woman, yeah, I'd be deleting my history, mainly because the main Google term was, how do I kill myself?
Mine
Well-
would be, how do I hide a body?
Let's face it. I think we're all in agreement as to what kind of woman this is. So keeping your internet history on is just giving her ammo.
Oh, yeah, very true. I just kill my history for, good internet hygiene. I don't know how you guys, but...
You
Now,
find
this next one could have
pop-ups
some
of gay-
merit, but it would tell you more about exactly how intelligent he isn't, and also raise some other questions. You find pop-ups of gay pornography on the computer while he claims they are not his.
Well, the
I
thing
don't
It's
think
is,
a
she
little
knows
sus
what
like
pop-up
Grant,
is.
but how often does he just leave pages of gay porn on his computer for you to browse over? Especially if he is, quote-unquote, erasing the computer history on a regular basis.
When was this article written?
Let's see. We have a date
Because
on
after
this.
that last
Complete
one, I could have
train
sworn
wreck.
it was the fucking 90s.
This feels incredibly dated. I'm not seeing a date on it. But in any case... Oh, this... Man, this is toxic as hell. Okay, moving on. He spends excessive time texting people at regular hours.
Yeah, texting people about his horrible wife.
Because he's gay, of course.
He's just venting to all his gay buddies, trying not to kill himself because he's in this shitty marriage.
starts to try getting into shape by going to the gym.
You're getting ahead of us. He starts to spend more time in the gym and works on changing his appearance. So, any self-improvement? Gay!
Only a gay man can self-improve.
I bet the next one's gonna bitch about how he's not self-improving.
Yeah.
He claims he feels trapped in the marriage and won't explain why. I think we've got some ideas as to why he might feel trapped in the marriage that have nothing to do with being gay. Indeed, Fremen, you don't have stones to throw. Texter. At irregular hours, no less. Fremen. This isn't a regular hour. It's a very irregular hour, and you're texting us. Not even in the call, speaking to us normally. I think you've outed yourself. That's okay, Fremen. We still accept you. It's okay to be gay. Moving on.
Cue the music.
Let's rejoice.
But none of us are married, to be fair, so.
Gay way. Hooray for the kind of man that you will find in the gay way.
Travels a lot for business, and you can't track his activities.
That just sounds like he's cheating on her.
Oh no.
With another woman, by the way.
Or is just trying to get away
probably
from you
happier.
in general, which at this point he's probably... Look, he needs to bite the bullet and ask for a divorce across the board at this point. But, yeah.
Kay
How
is
do you
angry that her husband found out that she installed Live 360 on his phone.
Yeah, is she just going to low-jack her husbands in the future? But it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. He says he's having a midlife crisis and becomes moody and depressed. Gay!
Midlife crisis is okay.
Yeah, if he has midlife crisis, he must be gay. And, to make it even worse, he tells you about sexual abuse in his childhood or adolescence. Well, obviously he's gay.
Wow. Okay.
I know, right?
Hold
Jesus
on.
Christ.
Well, his first mistake was trusting this fucking bitch.
Yes.
I'm wondering who the fuck thought this was a good idea to publish on their website or allow it to be published on their website.
The ironically titled healthyplace.com.
Well, we know the we know the answer to that. A crazy bitch.
Oh no.
We could spend another hour just on this alone.
Yeah,
I'm not even through the
scanning.
entire... How long does... Okay, we can finish these bullet points at least. He admits to having a homosexual encounter in the past. He must be gay. He uses the word bisexual. Well, then he must be gay.
Wait. Yes,
Bisexual. Oh, so you're gay.
I said the word bisexual, so I guess I'm gay. Gray just said the word bisexual, so he's gay. We're all gay. Everybody's gay.
Well, I'm gay. Does that make me not gay? Because I didn't say bisexual.
No, you used the word bisexual, Caleb. You're gay too. And you got the quote. Never mind. He visits gay bars claiming he's only there to hang out with his gay friends.
Okay. I have a problem with it at this point. Ironically, gay bars are a pretty decent way to pick up women.
Yes.
A lot of women will go there to try and get away from the men from all the other bars, and it just it's a good hunting ground.
And
used to
they then
get
wind
wing
up
women
going
all the
with who
time.
they thought was a gay guy. What? Because they like the idea that they've reformed one.
Something makes me
gay.
think that bullet point hits entirely too close to how this woman dates.
Yes.
Okay, he watches porno movies with gay male scenes. He can't be bisexual, he's gay, of course. He makes continual homophobic comments, or he makes too many gay comments in conversations.
So you just don't talk about gay at all. That's it. Just don't fucking say a damn thing.
He's too hostile to gay people, or he's too friendly to gay people. Either way, he's gay.
Unbelievable.
And finally, his ego appears to be boosted by compliments from gay men.
Nah, that's just men in general. Like if you're a man, you get a genuine compliment that sticks with you for a while.
Yes! Look, I remember all the times that some completely brain-dead feminist warrior posts a comment on there about how much men would hate having women going, "Wow, you're so cute. Wow, could I get a smile from you?" As if that isn't what a large number of men. That's their daydreaming fantasy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mate,
Ark.
like a woman complimented my boots like 4 years ago, and that compliment has stuck with me ever since.
Ark.
I remember every compliment I've ever... Well, I can't say that because I can't remember verbatim, but I remember the compliments I've gotten with great...
Fondness.
Yes.
Dork.
Ark, I like your goggles. Will you smile for me?
Happily.
Yay! See, everyone is happy when you get a compliment. It doesn't even matter who gives the compliment.
I'm really interested as to what the what is gay article is now. I really want to see that.
With bullet points like this, I can't imagine Kay has ever had a husband who didn't turn out to be gay.
Hey,
Maybe
that's
they're
not
just
accurate.
using her for a beard. I mean,
Or, just said so they could get away.
can you send us this link to this article so we can look at this?
You know,
It's just,
Let
like,
us
I just-
all. Might as well. But please don't buy the book.
I
Oh
wanna
my
know
god,
where
there's
this
a
woman is
book on
now.
this?
Yes. This is from a book by Bonnie Kay, MED, an expert in women married to gay men. Her book is... let's see, what is it?
So
The official
is this-
gay husband checklist.
So this individual is responsible for every failing marriage having the woman just
Accuse the husband of being
Insinuate.
gay!
yeah, exactly.
He no longer
Oh,
does
no.
what I like. He must be gay.
Where is she now? Where is she
According
now?
to her, all you have to do is breathe and you're gay.
I know we
What an
would
If
go
you
amazing
into
think so in
overtime.
too much of a manly fashion or too much of a feminine fashion, your breathing clearly is an indication that you're gay.
I know
Okay,
we
but
will go into overtime, but can we please finish this article? I just skimmed the last part and it's amazing.
I really feel like we need to know what is gay for the context.
You know, Fruman, you have chosen the absolute crowning gem of this particular stream, clearly. Just... Any case, moving on. Per request, I'll even go in overtime to finish this horrible, horrible thing. Yeah, don't worry. I'm keeping the shirt on. No one requests to take the shirt off, and a compliment won't get me to do that. It's just not. It's not sufficient. It could possibly be done, but it would typically require massive amounts of money. Moving on. These signs, a husband is gay, are not meant to be definitive. A husband may be gay and display none of these signs, or a husband may display these signs and not be gay. These signs of a gay husband are designed as a
she
starting
completely
point. Kay advised that women follow their instincts when deciding whether their husband may be gay.
She completely invalidated her own list.
Yes.
Basically what she's saying is, use these bullet points to insist your husband is gay if you want to call him gay.
I really want to go to ChatGPT now and have ChatGPT write an article about this and see if it comes out with something more, like.
I
sensible.
guarantee you it'll be more coherent than this.
You know, Gray, if you truly want to do that, I can tell you how to install a ChatGPT clone with 2 downloads and a relocated file. I have my own.
Oh.
It's a lot of fun to play with. It's batshit
Please do.
insane, but a lot of fun to play with.
Please do. I love that kind of stuff.
Okay, well, moving on. What if my husband is gay? If it turns out that a husband is, in fact, gay, the fallout can be difficult to deal with, particularly for the straight partner. Many women find it much harder to accept that a husband is leaving them for another man rather than for another woman. The wife may experience guilt, hurt, and even rage at having been betrayed, devastation, shame, responsibility, and repulsion. And the wife may wonder if anything was real about the partner she thought she knew so well. If you're thinking that you can cure the gay by having your husband go to gay conversion therapy, read this!
Now she should just get a slap for that comment.
Hold on, are we unironically fucking advocating for gay conversion therapy again?
To be fair,
Healthyplace.com.
to be fair, she didn't. She has like that statement doesn't like endorse
No.
or it's it's a bit open there.
Cure the gay conversion therapy, real or hoax, is what the link leads to, and we're not doing that. Moving on, what's important to remember is that the husband's homosexuality is entirely his responsibility and has nothing to do with the wife. The wife has not been inadequate in any way.
Jesus Christ, the projection is real.
Absolutely. My God.
And likely the
projecting
gay
so
husband
hard you can
married
see
her
on the moon.
because he truly cared about her. Some gay men believe that being married can rid them of their homosexuality, but of course, this is not true. Having sexual attraction to the same sex is no one's fault, and likely has been there since birth.
Yeah, what Snoopy said, horse face. It just helped him realize it.
AP reference, Tracy in 2013, April 12. Is my husband gay? Signs of a gay husband, healthy place. Retrieved on 2023, April 15th from https healthplace.com/gender/gay/is my husband gay? Signs of a gay husband. So this is from 2013. We now know. And written by Tracy N. About K.
Froman, I'm very sorry for your loss that your last 3 husbands have turned gay.
I just imagine like Kay's out there now, just getting remarried to her 8th gay husband.
Yeah. There should really be an update to this article. Where is Kay now?
I want to know where Kay's gone.
You said her name was Bonnie K?
Bonnie K. M.E.D.
Who has apparently written a book, so we should be able to find her.
Well, honestly, we don't... Maybe I'm wrong. There was no link to the book. Typically, they're trying to show the book directly, but there was no link to it, so it could be wrong. They're just credited with making this... It's not your fault he's just gay checklist.
I know why. I'm gonna send it to you in Discord.
Oh, I get the feeling we're going to have a follow-up next Saturday. I have a premonition.
This is what she looks like. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but it's too hilarious.
They need to like retitle this article like "How I Abused My Husband into Being Gay."
No,
that's what it sounds like.
That's the
He also-
truthful article.
She also has a talk show called The Straight Wives.
Right.
God, this is just getting deeper and deeper. Like
I think we have to explore this. Time be damned.
you know what? I'm going to be looking this up in my spare time. This is like got some background lore.
Oh,
For
God.
everyone who's interested in this, how about you go and do a strike? You can put it in Rage Pages or send me directly, and we'll revisit this next Saturday, because this
that the actual
is
fucking
just
Yes.
a comedy gold mine that got hit by a
Send it to
nuke
Ark.
and is still glowing hot, radioactive.
Ark, you have to pull that fucking picture up on stream. Oh my God.
You chose the
No.
wrong animal, Snoopy. It's not this. It's frog.
Oh my god.
This is the woman who wrote.
That's the woman. That's the one. Right.
Question answer.
It all makes sense now. It's all coming together. The lore of this is just coming together. Jesus Christ, that's a face only a mother could punch. Jesus.
Oh, that reminds me of those. It looks like a fucking orangutan.
I
I'm
don't
sorry, but
like
she makes me
to
feel
mock
beautiful.
people for the way they look.
I
But
think we found the missing link
out
in
of that
evolution.
checklist, I can't bring myself to intervene.
I mean, if people are ugly on the inside, chances are they're also gonna be ugly on the outside.
I'm sorry, but when you write an article like that, that's it. Safeties are off.
Yeah. Okay, look, I almost forgot to do something being distracted by the radium mine.
Oh yeah, we have to do a raffle.
We have a game raffle. So let's
End the stream on that image.
I probably should
She's a
have,
comedian.
but they wouldn't have raffled off the game, and Bernie and Haven Hand, anyone else who wants this game, wouldn't be able to get their game. So again, we're raffling off Prop Night! If you would like Prop Night, please do let me know. Anyone else? No? Greetings, by the way, Green Badger Outdoors. A little bit of time. If you wonder why, you should definitely
I also got a perfect screen grab of art finally seeing photo.
Wow. That checklist.
Yeah, I am really angry that there's even people out there. I mean, I know there's people out there who are legit homophobic or racist, and they make me so uncomfortable that I have to pretend in my brain that they're comedians.
I don't think that has anything to do with homophobia. That's just straight up stupidity.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, this is that was an article of pure code. In any case, I don't know if it is truly physics-based Assassin the Grey, but it's still not too late to enter the raffle. However, I'm going to allow only one more minute to sign up for the raffle before I raffle the game off with the two competitors thus far logged, Haven Hand and Burton B. Just waiting a minute here.
Oh, God.
Wow.
That's why I love the internet. It's just some absolute mad shit on there.
Ostensibly a medical professional. Or some sort of accredited brainy smart person expert.
Whenever somebody describes themselves as an expert, like, yeah, I'm gonna have to see that in writing.
Gay husbands. And you know what? I suppose if you found that all of your husbands were, through no fault of your own, gay, you could, having spent over 10 years in their company collectively, say you're sort of an expert. But quite frankly, at that point, you're mostly just making an argument for being the opposite of gay conversion. More.
Oh, yeah. I suppose that would be gay conversion therapy, but just in the other way.
Yeah. Not any more ethical
It
that way.
it doesn't exactly describe, where you're converting.
She also made a second book called Gay Husbands Say the Darndest Things.
Assassin Grey, have you missed? Heaven's won plenty of. In any case.
Oh yeah.
It's time to roll. First, we do generate a number for Haven. Haven's number is 23, which is
Yay.
auspicious for Bernie B. Bernie B's number is 79.
Yay.
Bernie
Oh my
B
God.
has one pop.
Haven can lose. This isn't rigged.
Congratulations, Bernie B. I will have your stream key delivered to you, Steam key delivered to you shortly. Meanwhile, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the show. We're up to 15 likes. This has been very much a moral success. An absolutely hilarious train wreck that may well bleed into next Saturday as we just tug on the thread that is K.
Please don't tug on my clothes. God damn it.
I hope you've all had a good time, and I will be probably seeing you all tomorrow, as I've been invited on to an interview with the British Are Coming, aka Sixer, on their channel. So I will provide information that, as usual, on the Arketer Labs Volunteer Reserve Discord server, and generally promote it around the appropriate time. Until next time, so long as progress continues, success is inevitable. Ostensibly, I mean, it can be completely derailed by nuclear fire.
Yay!
I can't seem to activate the
Oh no.
outro. Fine, let's do it manually. Bye!
Bye!
Bye-bye.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.